What if I told you your Game Week 10 captain could make or break your entire FPL season? Every manager's torn, Salah's reliable, Haaland's explosive, and Son's in unstoppable form. But here's the twist. There's one captain pick almost everyone's ignoring, and he could outscore them all. Want to know who it is before the deadline hits? Stay right here, because this might be the game changer you've been waiting for. We'll explain everything in this video, step by step. Don't skip it. The tension is rising, the deadline is ticking, and the fantasy managers are sweating. Game Week 10 is here, and the million-dollar question echoes through every FPL chat, forum, and late-night debate. Who's the best captain this week? Every choice feels like a gamble, a moment of glory, or a brutal heartbreak. Salah's consistency, tempting. Haaland's explosive potential, terrifying. Son's red-hot form, impossible to ignore. The battle for the armband is heating up like never before. Let's start with the Egyptian king himself, Mohamed Salah. Back double-digit holes, creating chances out of thin air and punishing every defence that dares to blink. If reliability had a face, it would be Salah smiling as your captain. But wait, the fixture isn't easy, and that's where the mind games begin. Then there's Erling Haaland, the beast of Manchester, the destroyer of defences, the man who turns one chance into 2 goals before you even refresh your app. Yes, he blanked recently, but we've seen this story before. Every time people doubt him, he responds with a hat! Trick that breaks mini leagues in half! And don't sleep on Son Heung-min, the silent assassin. One look, one run, one moment of magic. And boom, 12 points in your captain slot before half-time. He's in monstrous form, leading Tottenham's charge, and that counter-attack against weaker defences could be FPL gold. But wait, there's a twist! The brave ones, the bold managers, are eyeing differential captains. Ollie Watkins with his relentless run, Saka's lightning burst down the wing, or even the cheeky punt on Bowen who's haunting defences for fun. Could one of them be the hero of Game Week 10? This is where legends are made. The Game Week where you either rise to glory or watch your rival's captain explode. While you use 58 minutes. It's drama, it's risk, it's pure adrenaline. So who gets your armband this week? Play it safe or roll the dice for greatness. Because in FPL, fortune doesn't just favour the brave, it rewards the captain you dare to believe in. The FPL world is buzzing with electricity's Game Week 10 approaches, and you can feel the pressure in every decision fantasy managers are making. The captaincy debate has never felt this intense, this uncertain, this utterly thrilling. Every fixture has its narrative, every player their story, and every armband choice the potential to change your entire season. You can almost hear the sound of millions of clicks, transfers, and panic moves echoing across the fantasy landscape as managers weigh the risks and second-guess their instincts. Because in FPL, one good captain choice can launch you to glory, while one wrong move can send you spiraling down the ranks faster than you can say, auto sub. The anxiety is real, the excitement is raw, and the drama is pure gold. The numbers are being crunched, the form guides studied, and the fixtures dissected like a high-stakes tactical briefing before kickoff. Managers stare at Salah's stats, glance nervously at Haaland's ownership, and then scroll over the Son's dazzling recent performances. The debate rages like a storm on social media. Is it time to trust the form or stay loyal to the fixture-proof monsters who've delivered before? Every argument has weight, every theory a loyal following. Some preach consistency. You don't bet against Salah, while others insist the ceiling matters more. Haaland can explode anytime. Meanwhile, a quiet few whisper about differentials. Those bold picks that turn good managers into legends. The energy is unmatched because deep down, everyone knows this is what makes Fantasy Premier League addictive. The thrill of the unknown, the dance between logic and luck. This week's fixtures only add to the tension. Liverpool's opponents may look tricky on paper, but Salah has a habit of destroying tough fixtures with the calm ruthlessness of a man on a mission. His form screams reliability. His confidence radiates through every touch. And every penalty feels like a gift to those who kept the faith. Then there's Haaland, the unstoppable machine who punishes any manager foolish enough to doubt him. He may have blanked recently, but history reminds us that Haaland rarely stays quiet for long. The moment he smells blood, it's over. A hat trick feels inevitable, and suddenly everyone scrambles to reverse their captaincy decision. You can sense the fear, the hesitation, the desperate late-night tinkering as managers hover over that confirmed team, button heart pounding, and yet amidst the chaos, Son Heung-min looms large, elegant, lethal, and in electric form. He's the player who turns counterattacks into points, who delivers when least expected, who thrives on moments that rewrite the week's narrative. Tottenham's rhythm, his confidence, his sharpness, everything about him screams to defence as an opportunity to fantasy managers. Meanwhile, the Bowens look elsewhere. Watkins, Saka, Bowen, each with their own case, each with that tiny glimmer of potential that makes them irresistible to those chasing differentials. This is the beauty of Game Week 10. It's unpredictable, it's dramatic, it's filled with choices that define champions. The Egyptian king stands tall, once again radiating confidence and control as Liverpool's heartbeat and fantasy football's most reliable weapon. Mohamed Salah isn't just a player you pick, he's a statement, a declaration that you're betting on. Consistency, class and cold-blooded precision. Week after week, when chaos reigns and unpredictable results turn the FPL world upside down, Salah quietly delivers. It's almost poetic how he thrives under pressure, feeding on the doubts of those who dare to go without him. His recent run has been nothing short of majestic. Double-digit hauls, relentless goal involvement, and a sense that no fixture can cage him. When Salah steps onto the pitch, you don't just hope for points, you expect them. That's the kind of aura he carries, the kind of security that makes the safe haven for managers tired of taking risks. But FPL isn't a game of safety alone, and even Salah's reliability can be a double-edged sword. His ownership is sky high, and that means one thing. Captaining him often feels like a shield, not a sword. You protect your rank, but you rarely gain ground unless he goes absolutely nuclear. And that's where the psychology of the game starts to twist. Managers look at Salah's fixtures, his recent minutes, his positioning, searching for clues that might justify taking a gamble elsewhere, yet more often than not, the story ends the same way. Salah scores, calmly collects bonus points, and punishes anyone who doubted him. He has become the master of steady domination, a metronome of fantasy consistency, never too flashy, never too quiet, just ruthlessly effective. Watching him play is like watching a master craftsman at work. Every touch purposeful, every pass deliberate, every run perfectly timed. Even when Liverpool aren't at their best, Salah finds a way. A late penalty, a sharp rebound, a clever assist. His ability to turn scraps into points makes him the ultimate FPL captain. He doesn't need a hat trick to change a game week. A goal, an assist, and a bonus point haul are often enough to keep him right at the top. And there's something comforting in that reliability. In a season where rotations, injuries, and tactical surprises keep managers guessing, Salah stands as the dependable constant, a reminder that sometimes the best choice is the simplest one. Yet, as Gameweek 10 looms, even his most loyal backers know the challenge ahead isn't easy. The opposition is strong, the fixture congested, and fatigue lurks beneath the surface. But that's exactly when Salah becomes dangerous. When the odds tilt against him, he finds another gear. You can almost see it in his eyes before kickoff. That hunger to prove that form, and fixtures mean nothing to him. Whether it's a long-range curler or a poacher's tap-in, he delivers moments that remind everyone why he's the gold standard of FPL captaincy. The player who defines reliability in a game built on uncertainty, Erling Haaland, the name that sends a chill down the spine of every defender and sparks panic across the fantasy community with every kick of the ball. The Norwegian machine doesn't just score goals, he demolishes records, destroys expectations, and turns fixtures into playgrounds. He is the ultimate FPL weapon, explosive, unpredictable in scale, but terrifyingly consistent in outcome. Managers look at him and see potential energy waiting to erupt, the kind that can single-handedly win a game week. Every touch in the box feels like a ticking time bomb. Every cross aimed at him feels like destiny waiting to unfold. Even on quiet days when he seems distant and uninvolved, you can never look away, because with Haaland, one chance is all it takes to flip your weekend upside down. It's almost unfair how he combines brute force with precision. His runs are calculated chaos, timed to perfection, unstoppable once in motion. When the ball comes his way, there's an inevitability about what happens next. A split second later, it's in the back of the net, and fantasy managers everywhere breathe a sigh of relief or scream in despair, depending on which side of the captaincy divide they're on. Haaland's relationship with FPL managers is an emotional roller coaster. Frustration when he blanks, euphoria when he explodes. And those explosions aren't small, they're earthquakes that shake mini leagues to the core. A single Haaland hat trick can wipe out weeks of careful planning and turn an average team into a top tier one overnight. Yet the beauty of Haaland lies not just in his numbers, but in his aura. There's a sense of inevitability, a calm confidence that radiates from him, even when things don't go his way. He doesn't chase goals, they find him. The timing, the positioning, the anticipation, it all feels instinctive, as if he's wired differently from the rest. When Manchester City build an attack, the crowd already senses it. The ball is going to Haaland, and the scoreboard is about to change. That sense of inevitability makes him the ultimate fear captain. Every time you choose someone else, you're not just betting on another player. You're betting against the most dangerous man in football. Managers know this psychological battle well. You can almost feel the tension as the deadline approaches. You want to be brave, to chase differentials, to trust another form player, but deep down there's that voice whispering, what if Haaland scores 3? It's that fear, that magnetic pull that keeps his armband ownership sky high week after week. Even a blank doesn't break the trust, it only fuels the next explosion. And when it comes, it's never gentle, it's thunderous, decisive, unstoppable. Opponents fall apart, defenders crumble, and fantasy ranks shift violently. That's what makes Haaland not just a player, but a phenomenon, a reminder that in FPL, some forces of nature can't be ignored, and when they strike, they reshape everything in their path. Sun Hung Min glides across the pitch with a grace that deceives his opponents, his every move calculated yet seemingly effortless. He's not just a player in form, he's a force of nature, a whirlwind of energy and precision that embodies Tottenham's attacking brilliance this season. When Son's in rhythm, defenders panic, goalkeepers hesitate, and fantasy managers watch their points skyrocket. His transformation under the new system has been stunning, shifting into that central role where his instincts thrive. The way he times his runs, Reading spaces like an artist sketches light and shadow makes him one of the deadliest finishers in world football. And in FPL, that artistry translates into pure gold. Explosive holes, moments of magic, and that thrilling unpredictability that makes him irresistible. There's something uniquely cinematic about the way Son plays, the calm smile before kickoff, the sudden acceleration through a high line, the pinpoint strike that leaves crowds gasping. It's as if he was born for these moments. He thrives on chaos, turning tight matches into showcases of his composure and technique. Every counterattack feels like a loaded weapon when he's involved. The ball falls to his feet and you can almost sense what's coming. He glances once, shifts his weight, and the net ripples. For fantasy managers, those moments are more than goals. They're validation, proof that instinct and trust can outshine safe choices. Son rewards belief. He punishes hesitation. What sets him apart is the way he creates danger from almost nothing. A misplaced pass, a defensive slip, a single yard of space. That's all he needs. His finishing is clinical, his decision-making rapid, and his understanding with teammates telepathic. When Tottenham attack, it's not just structure, it's symphony, and Son is the melody that makes it all sing. His versatility adds another layer to his FPL appeal. Whether cutting inside from the left or playing through the middle, he adapts seamlessly, always finding new ways to influence the game. Few players in the league have his blend of speed, intelligence, and lethal precision. It's not luck that he's among the top FPL performers this season, it's mastery, and yet there's an element of risk that makes captaining Son even more exhilarating. He's not as consistent as Salah in output or as predictable as Haaland in positioning, but that's exactly what makes him special. He's the wild card who can deliver double-digit hauls when others falter. Managers who back him aren't just making a tactical choice. They're making a statement. They're saying they believe in form, in momentum, in the magic of football's rhythm. As Gameweek 10 approaches, his confidence is peaking, his team is flying, and every touch feels charged with purpose. Watching him glide through defenders, smiling as he celebrates, you realise why so many are turning their armbands toward him. Son doesn't just score goals, he delivers moments that make the game feel alive again. Beyond the obvious names that dominate every game week, there lies a group of fearless contenders, the differentials, the underdogs, the hidden gems who could flip the script of Gameweek 10. This is the territory where bold managers thrive, where intuition outweighs statistics, and where risk meets reward in the most thrilling way. Players like Watkins, Saka and Bowen don't just offer potential points, they offer opportunity, the chance to outsmart the masses and carve out a rank-defining lead. These are the moments where bravery is rewarded, where those who dare to dream of green arrows find their glory. Watkins' relentless energy, Saka's creativity, Bowen's unpredictability, each one carries that spark that could ignite the week in their favour. Watkins has become the definition of a complete forward in recent weeks. His movement is sharp, his finishing clinical, and his confidence radiates with every touch. He's not just playing well, he's leading the line like a man on a mission. With Aston Villa in attacking rhythm and the home form frighteningly strong, Watkins feels like the kind of player who can punish anyone who overlooks him. He's unselfish yet hungry, capable of both scoring and assisting, making him the dream package for FPL managers chasing holes. When he's in front of goal, there's an aura about him, a calmness that suggests control, not luck. And with every goal, his ownership rises, but his edge remains sharp for those who believed early. Saka, on the other hand, brings artistry and reliability in equal measure. His connection with Arsenal's attack is pure chemistry. His intelligence on the ball unmatched for someone his age. He drifts into spaces defenders don't see until it's too late, delivering precision passes and curling finishes that turn matches on their head. Even when he doesn't score, he influences the game so deeply that FPL points follow naturally. Assists, bonus, or that one perfect cross that finds a teammate's head. What makes Saka even more dangerous is his ability to rise in big moments. When the pressure builds, he doesn't fade, he flourishes. Gameweek 10 feels like one of those moments tailor-made for him to remind everyone why he's among the league's elite. Then there's Bowen, unpredictable, relentless, and absolutely fearless. He thrives in open spaces, terrorises defences with his pace, and has a knack for arriving in the box at just the right time. West Ham's attack revolves around his chaos, and his finishing has become ruthlessly efficient. Bowen is the kind of player who doesn't need volume to deliver returns. He just needs a single mistake from the opposition, and he'll punish it. For fantasy managers looking beyond the obvious, he's a perfect storm of form and fixture. These are the players who can define Gameweek 10, the ones who turn courage into points, who transform gut feeling into triumph, and who remind everyone that in FPL, fortune always favours the brave. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe.